So today is, my watch died. It's August 16th, 2021. All that.
So I went to Best Buy today and I bought these new Beats Studio Buds to replace my lost AirPods. They come in red, black, and white. I got the red ones because the other ones would have looked too basic. They come with the charger, paperwork, all the usual stuff in the box. Yeah.
It's the sun for me. Nah, but you see how they just stick out my little ass ears? I feel like they're not that comfortable. Is this the transparency mode? Turn this off. Right off the back, I could probably say that I would never use the transparency mode on these. I'm gonna test out the noise cancellation when I'm in like a more noisy environment, but those don't seem that good either. I should have just got another pair of Pros. I'm gonna keep these for maybe like another day or two and then see like how I feel about them or whatever. I don't know. If I'm being honest, really I got these because I already had the Pros, as you can see. But I lost both of them. I lost both of them in my car. One of them fell out maybe about 6 months ago. I remember I was taking a nap. It was in my ear. I woke up, it was not in my ear, but I didn't think about it until later on that day. But I've been looking, I literally cleaned out my entire car. I cannot find it. This one, a few days ago, I had took it out so I could change my shirt. And I didn't pay attention to where I put it. When that one, it might be under the seat. I thought the other one was too, and I never found it, so who knows? But I'm just like, let me just get something else. Then these just came out, and it's like, you know, cheaper, but you know, Beats is still Apple, so it should have some type of good quality, you know? That's what I was thinking buying them. And right now, I could say that they probably do fit in my ear better than the AirPod Pros. They don't feel like they're gonna fall out. The AirPods, every time I put it in, they always felt like they was gonna fall out. And because of the type of like material that plastic was, it was so like slippery. Like whenever my ears would get like oily and waxy, they would fall out even more. So we gonna see with these, cause these are like more of a matte type of material. I don't know how much better they'll stay in my ear. You know, I'm just gonna wear them all the time over the next couple days and then I'll figure it out. I can tell that they're gonna stay in my ear better than the AirPod Pros, but I don't think they're gonna be comfortable because I have small ears and these already feel too big for my ears. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's a good thing as far as it not falling out, but it's a bad thing as far as it's not gonna be comfortable. I can tell my ears are gonna start hurting after a while. Let me make sure I just save this receipt. Glasses, case thing. Yeah. Cute. I wish they had a blue color. Y'all know blue is my color. I usually get everything in blue. Why hasn't Apple came out with multiple colors for the AirPods yet? Like the original ones came out in what, 2016? White. That's all we get. It's white. They already know, like you already know, if they would have put out a black, first day sold out. So I'm glad at least with these you get them either in white, black, or red. But yeah, it's like we just have to resort to cases for the AirPods. I'm pretty sure y'all have already seen like a million different reviews of these.
They don't have the same chip, but they still have the same pop-up screen that the AirPods have.
It's a little bit bigger, but it's like similar form factor. Charge on the bottom. So this uses USB-C versus Lightning. The button is on the back in these. The button is inside of these. Google the specs or read the back of the box.
All right, so it was a lot of background noise, so you couldn't really hear me, but basically I was just saying that the noise cancellation and transparency mode works, but you can definitely tell that these are cheaper because they just don't sound as good. It sounds like it's being put through some sort of filter or something. Like, I don't know, it's just, you can tell that the quality is not the same. Like with the AirPods, when you're using transparency, you put them on, you kind of just forget that you're even wearing them. And when you use the ANC, you don't hear anything for the most part. Like it blocks out like 95% of noise. With these, it's just not as strong. Like they work to a certain extent, but it's just,
They keep doing like this weird, like this one, it's like this is like I haven't done anything. Yeah, like it doesn't look like the battery is low, so I don't know why it keeps doing that. I just thought about something. They sound like how The AirPods started to sound when I guess they started to get clogged. After a while, they really started to sound muffled. Like when I would use the transparency mode, it wouldn't sound as clear. It sounds like I'm talking through a mic in my head. I know that's how it works, but with the Pros, originally they didn't sound like that. It just literally sounded like I didn't have them on. But over time, that's what they started to sound like. That's what these sound like. The sound quality itself is probably about the same. $100 less or whatever than the Pros. Yeah, it's a decent deal. Oh yeah, I did have a phone call on them, and the other person heard me. I didn't have to repeat myself or anything. I didn't really have to talk much louder, than usual to be heard. So they seem cool. Like they're decent. They're fine. I kind of do still want to try the sound cores though, the anchors that I was looking at, just to see. I really wish I was able to like try them on without having to buy them. Like that's what irritates me about stuff. I've been wanting to try like so much stuff, but I have to pay for it, and I can't just be buying stuff just to try it and then return it. Like, that's ghetto. Another thing I don't really like is like the button, because that's one thing I did prefer with the Pros over the original, was that it was a squeeze stem. Because like at least with like the regular AirPods, you tap it. With these, since you press it, you're pushing it into your ear, which is kind of a good thing because you are pushing it into your ear, which is kind of helping. But at the same time, you're pushing it into your ear. It's like you're pushing it into your brain. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel that. So, bye from the guy with no size.